Hey everyone, welcome back to the pre-market outlook for the first week of February 2026. This is the first day, even the first of February also had a special session on our Indian markets due to the union budget announcements. So that first day's high and low is going to dictate, are going to direct the entire month of February's trend along with today's one as well. Today's one also going to join with the high and low of 1st February's one. So both days high and low should be marked. If today's trend along with the previous one, the yesterday's one higher low made around 24,500 and odd. If it is getting broken, so there is no further deeper explanation needed. Anyhow, you just want to remember all through the way of showing the Nifty chart now. What we have stated based on our predictions on Nifty and major other sectoral indices even. Particularly on the Nifty side, through the way of the behavioral research, the 24,700 we have been keep discussing, mentioning, insisting in all the way 360-degree circle. As we have stated yesterday during the announcement of the budget, the 24,700 as a level got actually breached, we can see. Because of this breakdown, despite it has not closed below 24,700, yes, of course, it is required to be closing below 24,700 consecutively for 2 days in a row to clearly get the confirmation about a stretched or extended way of correction towards the level of 23,700 and 23,300 zones. Interim to that, 24,000 as a psychological level may be acting as or finding the support near to that. These are all positional based predictions which may not be suitable for the next today to next 1 or 2 days. It may not be suitable one. So what happened was, as we have predicted and given alert and make aware of you to be cautious on the trend, still the behavior change is going to happen once the 24,700 broken on daily closing basis for the 2 days like, but the break till now happened, not the close. What will be expected based on yesterday's high and low, based on behavior of yesterday's one and today's one also going to be coupled with the yesterday's behavior. Let's see what happened. And through the way of showing the chart, we can have a review for the recently held sessions till the 24,700 broken. After that, we'll be coming back to the pre-market outlook discussion. We'll be just sharing the Nifty chart now. See, the rectangular box what you have drawn was a few weeks before, which are not actually removed from the chart because we have been waiting for the result of 24,700 to be breached. Like, we have not made any single tip of modification on the chart. We have been keep doing this because those who have attended the recent sessions, including the weekly market outlook session, we have tried to make you all aware through the way of this rectangular box we have drawn for the high point of 25,449 to 24,600 levels. We have drawn this box. See how it has reacted. Just look it. See, the high and low, how the budget days, the important, highly volatile day, how it has actually reacted to that. Within the box, it has actually made the high, but beyond the bottom of the box, it has made the low, but managed to close between the box. So these particular levels have been acting as predicted, which has not just created, which has been created and even discussed few times a few weeks since ago. How the prediction have been made, which that advanced manner means, of course, it is based on the behavioral analysis, what we have been adapting and providing outcome based on that. Till it is actually making a trade between these high and low, the high of 25,440, just short of the 25,449 as our plenty of times we have discussed about the importance of the 25,449. Just look at the high 25,440. Just 9 points short to that resistance, it got rejected and fallen to 25,571 against our level of alert which have been made to make aware of you for the behavioral changes in the market. That was 24,700. So that also about to 130 points short of the, or 130 point lower to the support of 24,700 happened. But only one thing we need to watch hereafter means the close below 24,700. If it is happening consecutively 2 days for the Nifty below 24,700 means the next leg would be on the wider side. We can expect for the next leg of correction. About the 24,000 may be acting as a psychological support, the major one after forming the new leg of downward rally. 23,700 and 23,300 can be expected, provided the breakdown as mentioned and as predicted happens. Until otherwise, see, based on our previous behavior zone of 25,740, we have discussed many times. After making the confirmation by closing below to that point, we have alerted all traders about the market's behavior is getting changed. For that, the confirmation is required, like 25,449 below closing or 25,365 below breaking. Consecutively trading below to this level would make the chances or generate the chances for the bears to dominate, like we have mentioned and discussed. That was happened, that respected our predictions accurately is the outcome here. So hereafter 25,449, what the highest, that means the high of this box, rectangular box drawn here, to be having the 25,449 as the resistance. The same would be hereafter treated as the important core immediate positional based resistance, 25,449, until it is getting broken. Every rise would attract the buying. In case if it is fulfilling the downward targets we have mentioned or predicted, that can be utilized for entering into the long buildups from both the personal, that means positional based tradings as well as investments. So these are all the very important thing we want to share with you all. And more than that, that trend line what we have drawn between the low of 7th of April's 1 to by the recent, after that the recent low made during the October's 1, and after that it has extended. The second trend line what we have made was between 2020, that means the COVID period's low, that has been extended based on the April 7th low. Through that way it has marked, and between this the total space what is available can be treated as the chance for filling this space by the Nifty. If it is so, just look at the intersection point here. It has been 25,150 around. That got broken and closed. Next intersection point would be around 24,300 around zone. So that would be expected if this trend line is kept maintained by the way of closing in daily. One day already closed. If it is for the next one day, it also is the earlier confirmation one can take based on the trend line analysis. And if it is closing below the trend line for the weekly candle, means that also the great signal one can get for the further correction kind of things. So all the possible way of predicting the market have been revealed with you, and that can be utilized to make your trading decisions accordingly. So just stop sharing the chart and coming back to the pre-market outlook. See, for the day, the markets opening, no need to be noticed closely, because irrespective of the opening, the volatility will take front seat on the today's movement, and based on the breakout and the breakdown, what we have mentioned as the levels here, the momentum will be getting direction. Otherwise, the volatility between 24,700 and 24,900 would be having as a fragile one with the bounces. But 24,900 to 25,000 would be the range to attract the selling based on the sell on rise strategy or approach, where one can initiate the short positions around these 24,900 to 25,000 zones with a target of 24,700. For those who want to play safely, 24,850 can be treated as immediate target. That is to almost 150 to 250 points if you are putting safe trader based targets around 24,850. The risky traders can wait till 24,700 is getting broken or retested again. And most probably from the 24,700, it may be trying to attract the volume, but the bounce should be closely watched. If the volume along with the bounce, if there is no volume, means one can utilize that kind of bounces to trim your existing long positions, and no need of initiating the fresh or new long positions, even though it is trading around the core support point of 24,700 as a behavior shift zone. The traders for the day, that means the intraday traders who want to take part in today's trade, would be needed to maintain stop loss with a huge point, along with the sell on rise strategy. If it is okay for you, that you can proceed with the or take the decision on today's intraday based trading. Otherwise, the safe trade oriented movements cannot be expected until it is settling above the point of 25,000. So the safe traders may stay away from the market as long as the volatility is being driven on the Nifty or a Bank Nifty or any other stock even. It would be better to stay away for the day traders is our advice. From the positional perspective, of course, a break and a close below 2 consecutive trading days by the level of 24,700 happens. 23,700 to 23,300 levels can be expected. One can actually build the short or buy the put option even from the February or even till the March. Also, one can actually buy the put options once the confirmations given by the Nifty by the way of closing below the stipulated points. Until then, no need of aggressively buying put or shorting the Nifty needed. But one can utilize if the Nifty is trying to bounce beyond the 25,000 level, means by capping point of 25,365 and 449, Near to that level, only one can try to initiate the short positions. Between that, it is better to keep your positions lighter or avoid trading. So this is our advice based on the levels for the positional traders. Today's trend probably led by the sectors like bank, financial services, metal, energy, oil and gas, public sector enterprises, IT, even real estate, auto also can be expected to move the markets. However, the Brit is clearly stating that the momentum would be with a negative bias one can expect, even though the bounces will be there. From the stocks trend, news-based and earnings-oriented stocks like Hero Motorcorp, Multi Commodity Exchange, Bharat Electronics, Hindustan Zinc, Bharat Dynamics Limited, and Bank of Baroda, Muthoot Finance, Angel One. These are all the opportunity-oriented stocks for the day traders. Today's results for the September ended quarter include Indus Towers, Hyundai Motor, Thermax, Sundaram Finance, UPL, Tata Chemicals, Policy Bazaar Fintech, City Union Bank, amongst few more also will be announcing their earnings today. Without keeping a stop loss, it is better to stay away from the market, even it is for risky traders. Stop loss keeping is very important in all transactions by all kind of traders. Have a successful trading day. Thank you for participating in today's session. Don't forget the 1st of February and as the special day that was, and the real weekly beginning today, the high and low should be marked, and based on the break on the either side, you can take a positional trades. So the query from Mr. Satvik that the market will be possible go above or down, it will go 25,200 like asked. So the explanation what we gave might be satisfied you based on the levels and the Nifty trend. That will be helping you is our hope. So thank you for your query, sir. We can now conclude and we'll meet again tomorrow. Thank you.